Gentlemen, members of the National Office are coming here tonight for their annual inspection. Right now, I'm going to explain to you my managing style for the benefit of the new guys. So there you are, Tubby. Look like a bucket of lard on a bad day. You baby girl, why don't you work a zoo and stop bothering people? Got a call yesterday from Baskin-Robbins. They said that they're down to only 5 flavors. Swelling up as I talk to you. Look at you. How's this? How's it doing? Hello, ice cream. Having a good time? What are you laughing at? Because I called your friend a fat pig, huh? You think that's funny?
Oh, no, I was just laughing earlier when you were talking to his belly.
Did you get a horse and live in the mountains someplace? Don't bother anybody.
I just want to hang out. No big deal.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another YoJoeJerk toy review. I'm your host, Arthur Fonzarelli, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Airborne. Alright, let's take a look at this package. Nice window box of the figure and all included accessories. Nice little portrait of the character right here. On this side of the box, you got the artwork continued, 115. On this side of the package, we get the artwork, QR code that doesn't work, and dumbass battle stats. On the back of the package, we get this nice little render of the character with all his accessories. Easter Island action! Arm patch action! Flight helmet! Battle stats, legal mush. On the bottom of the box, you get your legal shit and your barcode. Let's crack this figure open. I got Excalibur here. Tape's in a weird spot. Let's give it a cut. Cut! Alright, let's do the old pop. Alright, this one's a Lucy, so let's let it rip. And there we go for our quick look. Ooh, quick look. See you at the table. And here we go. Let's take a look at Mr. TALLTREE. And let's take a look at this head sculpt, and he's looking really good. The paint apps look great. The eyes and expression look really good. The skin tone looks great, and all in all, I'm pleased with the head sculpt. Now, down on the legs, I thought he was gonna be complete reuse of scrap iron, and I couldn't be more wrong. And it's not even the same pants or harness, so the only thing I could see is the undershirt and the arms, and probably the gloves too, but it's good reuse. So let's get a closer look at the legs. They look like paratrooper pants to me. They got the pockets down here with the nice texture. I like the knee pads are sculpted really well, reminiscent of the vintage figure. Up here on the upper thigh, we get that thigh cut hidden under these straps right here. He's got his gun holster, also room for the silencer. Up here at the waist, the straps come up to little pockets that actually connect into the chest overlay. So this is all one piece. That's pretty crazy. So the figure's not really gonna get that much side-to-side action, unfortunately, with the way everything's set up. But I don't really care, because he's going in my Dragonfly. So up at the chest, we get this all-new overlay, which is completely reminiscent of the vintage figure. We get all this nice paint. We get some green around the belt, some nice brown hits and green hits up here. We get a black grenade. We get nice silver on the handle for a ripcord, I think. Sheath for a knife. I like the way they did this collar with the inner collar in there being white. It looks really good with the rest of the figure. On the back, we get a little bit on the straps and the paint. On the arms, he's got the butterfly joint, and like I said, these are just complete reuse of scrap iron's arms, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is a good set of arms, and the figure feels nice and solid. Like, he doesn't feel like he's loose or clunky. Yeah, and there's just no QC that I can find on this figure. He's really good. He's built really sturdy. Up here on his shoulder, he's got his nice little arm patch. So yeah, overall, I gotta say the quality of the figure is really good. Now it's time for accessories. So he comes with a little bit more than I thought he was gonna come with. So let's start with the little machine gun here. So the gun itself looks good. This is not even close to what the vintage one came with. We'll go over that in a bit. But the weapon is straight, but it's still gummy. It looks good. The silencer comes off so you could shit share it with the pistol and also store it. Hold for you know what? A little pew pew pew. All right, next we got this tiny little dagger. And I know we've seen this before on something else. I just can't remember, but it's sculpted well. It's in a black plastic, and yeah. Next we have his pistol right here. Pretty bland pistol, but I'll take it over a space ray gun any day. Absolutely straight. And like I said, you could put the silencer from the machine gun on here and it fit on there no problem and looks real good. All right, next up, he comes with these goggles, and this is one of the pairs that come with General Hawk. Just the colors of light brown, and they use the same silver paint on the inside, but that's okay. I like this accessory. And over here we have his backpack, the same exact one that you get with Duke. And this came off my original Duke, but there's nothing wrong with that because the vintage one did the same. It's cast in this brown plastic with black on the shovel. Looks good, doesn't feel cheap. Doesn't really have anything for storage, but that's okay. I like this thing. All right, next up we have the helmet. This is a great little helmet. It's got a little port for the night vision. I'll show you that in a bit. He's got his little radio earmuffs. Over here, he's got straps hanging off. Same thing on this side. Sculpt's really good, but there's really not much paint other than the straps. It's made out of gooey plastic, but it has a stronger feel of form, if that makes any sense to you. And then he's got this pair of covered goggles that go over the helmet. We're just gonna put those on in a second. Sculpted really well, cast in the same stuff as the helmet, so it matches really well. Nice texture there. Just lays onto the helmet, no problem, to get that vintage vibe if that's what you're looking for. Fit on there, no problem, and the straps feel strong, so I don't feel like this is gonna break. And then over here, he's got a port for these little night vision things, and they just marry in no problem. Like, they're both made out of gooey plastic, but it stays in there really well, so you can shake it and shit, it ain't going anywhere. It's cast in this gray plastic, and they have this nice metallic paint in here. So this is the part where I start loading up all of his accessories. So first up, we're gonna throw that helmet on him, cause he ain't airborne without his helmet. And that fit on there really well. It's nice and snug on his head. Night vision looks really good on there. You could take it off and just flip it upside down if you want it out of the way. And then it just looks like it's folded up. And like I said, his face really comes to life with the helmet on. Like, here are the Hawk goggles that go over the regular head, and they're not much of a fight at all to get on, and they look good. The helmet on there, and that fit on pretty good. He looks really good with like this. I really like this. And then you can take the covered goggles and just throw them on top, and this looks really fucking cool. Like, all together now, I really like the way this looks. I'm gonna take the goggles off, and here he is looking all old school, and that is fucking awesome. Here he is with the backpack ported in, and that fits in there no problem, and just it's all coming together. Here he is with the tiny knife in his hands. Fit in there no problem. Ports into the chest no problem. Boop. And here he is with the silly ass pistol. Fits in his hands no problem. Ports into the sheath like a champ. Boop. And here's Airborne all decked out. And I like this figure. He's pretty bland, but all in all, he just fits in with the team so well. And he's gonna be a great co-pilot for the Dragonfly. And for size comparison, we have him with Tunnel Rat and Covert Ops Condor. And here we have him with the Marvel Legends Punisher and Scrap Iron. And here we have him with Spirit and that big freak Bazooka. And last up, we got Agent Helix and a Marvel Legends Power Princess. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts on these figures are, I dig him. He's a lot of fun. He's a little boring. He's got some cool new stuff on him. I think these legs are new, or at least the bottom half are. They got his machine gun totally wrong. The vintage one basically comes with this, with a bayonet minus the scope. So I'm gonna end up probably throwing this thing on him, and that'll make me feel better. I think he's fun as shit, so I would give him a 7 out of 10. And that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Holy shit, you made it through the video?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Prince Thaddeus, you are hereby sentenced to death by hanging for your illicit behavior with the noble dwarf king's second wife, Regina.
You're a disgrace to any kingdom. I say, hang you bastard!
Please, these allegations, they're being greatly exaggerated. It was more or less just heavy petting, with a brief moment of penetration.